through. Moving on to the city, more classic favorites are back. Start your engines and finish the race at Mobile One Grand Prix. Get in on some 3-on-3 action at Court Conqueror, or take on the Kia Challenge. And listen up for new music. Columbia Records tracks are live now, featuring artists SSG Kobe, Cochise, and 24K Golden. Finally, starting today, Halloween apparel has arrived and will be available all the way up until November 1st.
Do you have your Halloween gear yet, Brian?
The starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. At power forward, Isaiah Roby. And now the starting lineup for your Utah Jazz. At forward, standing 6'8", number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then there's Favors. Then it's Williams. And it's Roby in at the four-man position. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two-guard. In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the pivot, manning the middle. And here we are, opening night. Brent, you have some special memories from an opening night you played in?
Man, I'm fired up, Kevin. Opening night. I hope you're excited. I know you are. I remember back in 1995. Oh, those many years ago.
Now in the
Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanovic. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley.
Nice awareness from Whiteside there, understanding where his teammates were on that possession.
MP against Mitchell. Now, here's MP. Guarded close. Takes a three. He's off on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. Their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they drop the season series to the squad. So sometimes matchups play a role. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's MP for three. Good on the three-point shot. And Greg, MP, the highly touted rookie, he was a classic one-and-done in college.
And that wasn't a surprise to anyone close to MP. He feels his game is NBA ready and wanted to compete against the best as soon as possible.
A steal. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
And there haven't been too many players who've had to prove themselves as much as MP. With all the hype he had coming into the league, he had to go out and make the doubters into believers.
And Utah making a change here. Vincent's checked in. And he nails the third. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
What an incredible elevator. Don't tell Mitchell he's 6 feet. Donovan plays way bigger.
Here's MP. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. The three. And they get it back. Baisley. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
The three from MP. Drills it from outside. MP's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Oklahoma City. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year winner, Jordan Clarkson, excelling in his role under Coach Quinn Snyder in the Utah Jazz.
It's been good for me. From day one, they just told me to come here and be myself, playing free with a free mind and, trying to help us get wins.
And Clarkson really finding his niche, providing Greg instant scoring off the Utah bench.
And there's tremendous value in a player who can create his own shot and really carry a second unit. With Clarkson's quickness, so tough to bottle him up.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Benson in at the center position. That's the five on the floor for the Jazz. Who's back up? Stripped it away. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. 9 points for Donovan Mitchell. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Albrecht.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just being tracking with the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Roby, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pinson passes to O'Neal. Here's Conley. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The three from MP. Rebounded by Clarkson. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now the feed to Gay. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Gay's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Gay. So it's Utah, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly. Checked in for the Jazz. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Maladon's checked in for the Thunder. MP comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams, MP out there with Maladon. Then there's Favors, and it's Roby in at the 4 spot. Here's Conley, feeds to O'Neal. Count the basket. O'Neal's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
MP passes to Roby to the paint to halt the run. Good on the jump shot.
And how about Favors' control on that shot? Got a good look, so he's able to knock that one down with confidence. And Isaiah Roby out of Nebraska, a second-round pick, but boy, there's a lot to like about this young man.
There is an intriguing skill set with Isaiah. He can shoot it a little bit. He puts the ball down. He likes to pass the ball. So in the team concept, he continues to develop what he can do offensively. Well, creating space for his offense, just one of the things that MP does well.
Mitchell outside. Rebound by Williams.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Mitchell in the corner. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. MP outside. Another miss by MP. Jazz have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good on the bucket. Whiteside's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's MP. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his third.
That's a pretty aggressive drive from MP. He goes into the defense, and he takes that shot at the right time to draw the foul.
A different look for Utah. Vincent's checked in, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for O'Neal. Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. The drive by Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Rebound, Utah.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
MP against Mitchell. The 3 from MP. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Oklahoma City. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell, and that one released in time, but no good. What a performance for Bojan Bogdanovich. He has been the story for Utah. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Ends up going with the new group. Here's Maladon. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Joe Ingles is out there with Whiteside, and it's Gobert in at the center. That's the group right now for Utah. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Ingles. Kicks to Whiteside. Mitchell outside. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Buries it from three-point range. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Jazz have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Conley.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's Pokusevski. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Another miss by MP. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Here's Pokusevski. MP outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
For free.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Hey there, John Luck. You really looked at...
Nice to meet you, John. Look, not at all. I'm full.
I'm just trying to lift my burden and your loss gets it light as this.
Okay, listen. So the reason I asked you to
You
stop
look
by
real
today.
mad.
I have one issue that I need to address, like the numbers.
This airs tonight. I've got a friend at...
Okay, so are there any other options to speed this up? Look,
Oh, no question. But there will be ramifications. So how do you want to play it?
You don't have a preference?
I'm here to provide you the menu, the pros and cons. In the end, it's up to you because you have to own it and live with the consequences.
Okay, word.
But I need to have an answer before you leave this room because if we're going to shape the narrative, we need to get out ahead of this now.
Okay. I'm ready to go on TV tomorrow and call out coach. And by the way, this is ridiculous. How did I get stuck in the middle of this stupid feud?
All right, there'll be time for that. Let's...
Okay, for real, thank you so much for helping me work through this.
Habit overload a break. Be accountable, encountering what y'all can say. If I get caught, my only thought is who I call to pay. It doesn't matter if it's right, it wasn't wrong today. But by tomorrow, when the bridges where the water lays, why bring it up, just let it go, we get along that way. But if you stuck, I build a moat, you run, I run ashore. You need a boat, I budget cut and lead you all astray. I say two brothers walking through the world unprepared. One let it fit while the other one dead. Along came a chance, neither one of them to share. Are they aiming at each other or the air? Go ahead, shot, 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 shot. You don't know somebody, tell somebody who you're not. You don't know somebody, tell somebody who you're not.
Ah, hello. Michael, enjoy your day.
I'm Heather. Welcome to your first day on Concha Del Mar. I'll be guiding your next time you come by, bring me hairspray.
Seize the name. Workout is a lifestyle. The one true goal. That heart rate up, baby.
NBA2K TV and Season 2 of NBA2K22, Build Your Empire. We're spending this episode talking about what's new in Season 2. But first, now that you've had a chance to work on your skills, it's time to announce the first 2K TV challenge of the season. And the theme is Play Your Way to 2K TV. Want to get on 2K TV? Then listen up. For Season 2, Build Your Empire, we're
Coming right up, the Rockets taking on the Thunder. For the Rockets, a loss in their opening game. So tonight, they're laser focused on securing their first win. Thunder, Rockets, just moments away, right after this. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. GA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then there's Favors. Then it's Williams. And it's Roby in at the 4. And for the Rockets. And the wings, Green and Tate. The pairing up front, Tice and Wood. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And this must be a time of year, Clark, when teams are still working on their chemistry.
Coming out of the
big group substitution here. Martin's checked in for Daniel Tice. David Mwaba comes in for Tate. Gordon's checked in for Green. And DJ Augustine subbed in for John Wall. .157 left in the first quarter. Augustine dishes to Gordon. They can't stop the run with that one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Maladon's checked in. Rockets trail by 3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Really good to see Augustine getting it done from there because it proves he's not just a jump shooter.
MP against Augustine. And here's MP for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here is Augustine. He kicks it to Gordon. Cuts it 5. That one off the back iron and out.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
MP against Augustine. Passes it to Maladon. Lets the 3 fly. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Rockets trail. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads from 13. Second chance shot. Wood with the bucket.
Well, I love to see Wood use his great length to get to that offensive rebound.
Augustine against MP. To the middle. Here's Baisley. Wood with the block. From deep three-point range. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Thunder out in front as they end the first quarter on a 14-5 run. And some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got MP. He's out there with Maladon. And it's Deck in at the 4 spot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And it's Gordon penetrating. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
MP passes to Giddey. Now here's Maladon. Rocket 6. And here's MP for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
Now,
Ball's checked in for the Rockets. MP's checked in for Oklahoma City. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. The forwards for them, Tate and Tice. And it's Wood in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. MP tried to bank it in, but he missed. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Dort passes to MP. Fades. Kept alive. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
And still refining his shot release. Still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
MP looking around. Another miss by MP. Rockets trail by 21. Outside, Green. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Green's got 12.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Roby. Favors trying to break free. They get it back. Good. That one on target from Roby.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Rockets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And finished off by Wood.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
Green against MP. Dort left side. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Green. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to MP. This one for three. Bangs home the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
MP obviously in the zone right now. Stepping to the line, nothing but bottom.
Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
MP up top, guarded by Green. MP, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wall passes to Tice. No good with the triple. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Big Ben's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Kelly and put him in this style of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Go get him.
That one misses for Martin. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
It's deflected. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Rockets.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Derek Favors.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And the basket by Gordon.
Gordon so good at sizing up the defense quickly and then burning them off the catch and shoot.
MP outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Pakusevsky. Wall against MP. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and great run to finish it off.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
In the corner, it's MP. Lets it go with a three. Oklahoma City the rebound for the three. And that one is off. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
So, it looked like you were hunting for threes at the expense of keeping the ball moving. Now, can you comment on that a bit?
Look, you keep the ball moving to get open threes. So if you're making a ton of open threes, I don't see how that comes at the expense of anything we're trying to do.
Well, don't you think it's more beneficial if you use the threat of your three-point shot to get your teammates maybe involved?
No, not really. If I'm making threes, I don't see what the problem is. I'll shoot it every time if it goes down. Threes are better than twos. That's just math, Frank.
Just got off the phone with your agents, and they filled me in on the plan.
Cool, what you think?
It's right up our alley.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was having second thoughts when I was on my way over here.
What? No. This will be exactly what you need. Plus, I got the perfect tweet for you to like. Check it out.
Let me see. All right, it's sent. Hey, yo, that message was kind of wild. Are we doing too much?
What? No. Look, you liking a tweet saying that you love your teammates ain't news. This is news.
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm getting cold feet now, homie.
Look, that's fine. You're being aggressive, all right? It's natural to be a little nervous.
You're right. What we do now?
Now, you should probably take a walk if you're feeling this anxious. And actually, we're out of Gatorade, so...
Bruh, why you keep drinking the Gatorade that fast?
Because I work out and I have to refuel. Because I watched 2 movies and a podcast.
How were they?
Not that good.
Don't it feel better when you tell the truth?
I do not.
Hey, yo, Rick, my phone been blowing up, G.
Oh, good. That means it's working.
What do we do now?
Now, we wait for it to become a thing.
More waiting?
Look, it'll be like a day or 2 max. Internet outrage machine will probably get around to it once they figure out what else they're mad about today.
Look, I'm tired of all this waiting around, bro.
Yeah, I know, because you're a guy that likes to take action. It's one of your better qualities. But for now, just sit tight. Let your team handle it. I mean, that's why you got us, right? You just focus on hooping. We'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Peace be under you. Mind frame, you don't speak. Sup with you. Time change, front door. Always open. Come on in, certain rooms is off limits if you trouble in. I can spot it like computers. You ain't got no drive, you just wait for me to boot up. I keep hope alive, on my shoulders is my future. I'm coaching the team, got no players left to suit up. Put me in, Hall of Fame, but off the wall. A flower grew in the shade, in front of y'all. A power move, if you want some credit, now forget it. Ain't no water under bridges, I get wetted, I'm repellent. Shower proof, keep it clean until I can. I take it there, never been, but confident. I make it there, harmful or you harmless. I keep calm until you are it. We aiming at each other, overcome it. I say 2 brothers walking through the world unprepared. One let it fear while the other one dead. Along came a chance, neither one of them to share. Are they whichever order it. Go ahead, shot, 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 shot. You don't know somebody to somebody who you're not. You don't know somebody to somebody who you're not.
I don't know what you're thinking, but you're way out of your depth, MP. This isn't how you handle your business.
I gotta look out for myself, Coach. Who else go look out for me, huh? Who go do it if I don't? Tell me.
All right, hey. Forgetting for a minute that there are literally a million other ways to take care of yourself that don't include airing your dirty laundry on social. What do you think I'm doing here? Looking out for you since day one.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do because we both gotta put food on our tables, okay? It's not personal.
That look personal to you?
It is what it is. I'm not about to be concerned with what another man think about me. Okay, Coach? I'm not doing it.
It's your life, MP. But what you do affects those around you. And if you can't see that, you got a lot more growing up to do than I thought.
A colorful depiction of Skydance Bridge in the Big Friendly. We're here at OKC. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With two All-Stars, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. I'm Brian. Hey, Allie.
NBA technology is moving faster.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. A look at the 76ers starting group. The dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and the 5. Shake Milton out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, the Canadian pair of Grant. Being on the same page early in the year.
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group, and a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Drummond's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Curry, he's checked in for Milton. And it's Maxey in for Simmons. MP outside. There's the triple. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
They were their worst own enemy in that game. They kept on shooting themselves in the foot.
And that one's good.
So physical. Drummond, it's hard to keep him away from the rim.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Pass to Giddey. Back to MP. Launches a 3. That shot off the mark. The 76ers have gone 7 of 16 so far. Down low. Here's Maxey. Now here's Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. The 11-footer. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I love the activity from Embiid. He's just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive. I mean, he's getting rewarded for it right there.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And if the name MP sounds familiar, it might be due to his high school days. Through social media, he had a major presence when he was a teenager.
It caused MP to gain a lot of fanfare at a young age. Now, he'll have to work hard to shed the image of being a social media star and be viewed as an NBA star.
Well, the rumors were flying early on, Grant. It seems that this franchise has different views of how MP should be used.
Well, B.A., the source of the conflict comes from the front office and coaching staff. With all that going on, you wonder just how much it's impacting MP's playing time.
Here's Embiid. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Embiid's got 10.
That's a good heads-up play for himself. He scans the floor, finds a wide-open man.
What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a finalist for the MVP in 2021, Joel Embiid continued.
Coming into this year,
You know, Grant, for a long time, Embiid's conditioning was called into question.
Yeah, B.A., but not anymore. But I like his focus on staying fit. That could help him stay healthy in the future.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Seth Curry. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Furkan Korkmaz, and it's Maxey in at point guard. MP way outside. Korkmaz pulls it in. The Sixers trailing. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
In the painted area, Drummond is a wrecking ball. He finishes through contact like it was nothing.
Well, described as a natural-born scorer coming into the league, Korkmaz is finally looking more comfortable in that role, Chris.
It took him a while to get some consistent minutes played. That can mess with your head. It can mess with your head. But he's earned more playing time now, and you can see the results.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
And the 76ers call time here.
All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girls.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group, and the 76ers will have a different look here. Harris has checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Milton's checked in for Curry, and Simmons is subbed in for Maxey. On the wing, Milton. Dort defending. Milton no good. Thunder with a lead. He has 7. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sixers on top. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly. Checked in for Oklahoma City. MP comes in for Dort. Korkmaz is checked in for the Sixers.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. One shot.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant. You got the Pels with Zion. You got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
Isaiah Roby out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's MP. Then there's Derek Favors. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2-guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
And here's MP from outside. That one is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Now Simmons. 5 points in the game. Pass to Korkmaz. Inside. Here's Embiid. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got 14 points for the game.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Outside, Williams. Back to MP. Fires it. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. He has 6.
It seems like MP is always at the ready. Once he has the ball, he puts it up right away.
The 76ers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And there's the lob. Oh, Favors with a block.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to MP. 4-3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. The 76ers shooting just 42% so far in the game. Simmons finds Milton. And here's Embiid. Over Favors. Embiid, good.
Well, the team loves to see Embiid fired up. I mean, on offense like this, I mean, they really rely on his scoring ability.
We talk about Embiid's surge in production, but it doesn't end there. He said, I want to push my teammates to be better and lead by example.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. Favors in the post. Embiid covers. Favors misses.
Playing him tough inside and prevent the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
Outside Simmons. Here's Embiid. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Favors. And the 76ers with some changes.
76. Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. MP outside. From the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Out of bounds. The Oklahoma City's ball.
Oklahoma City ball.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports.
All right, I got a question. Regarding the social media post that you liked, it seems safe to assume you were trying to send a message. What message were you trying to send to the team?
Man, I'm too focused on improving as a player to pay attention to all of that.
So are you aware that you're now trending?
Honestly, I'm too focused on improving as a player to pay attention to all of that, Frank.
All right, well, would you say getting yourself trending was the goal? Trying to force the conversation?
My goal is to help this team win games. That's it. And there's some people online who have strong feelings about how I can best do that, but...
And MP, you agree with them?
No comment.
I'm not surprised at all that MP was stooped this low. I told y'all he didn't like the coach. And you know what that little channel of his, he wants the drama. It's good for ratings. Believe me, I know. And can we talk about this tweet for a second from user Start MP, you idiots? First of all, is that your burner, MP? I refuse to believe a real person would name themselves that. Second of all, the tweet said, and I quote, "Free my boy MP. I swear y'all clowns wouldn't know Michael Jordan if he smacked you in the face." Are you kidding me, MP? You think you're Michael Jordan? And you want to talk about clowns? The only clown here is you, running around with your Twitter fingers, acting like a fool like this.
Peace be under you. Mind frame, you don't speak. Sup with you. Time change, front door always open. Come on in, sir.
A colorful depiction of sky dance. Well, this one...
Brian, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ three-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. The core of the dynasty all out there. Splash Brothers in the backcourt with Draymond at 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with James Wiseman. And for the Thunder, the Canadian pair of Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort, the backcourt. Isaiah Roby out there with Derek Favors. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Early on in the schedule, Brent, what things do veteran players try to do at this point of the season?
I think it's building on just a rhythm, BA, being in great condition. You kind of have a barometer with...
Warriors substitution. Getting ready for the Warriors. Bielitsa has checked in for Wiseman. Porter Jr. comes in for Green. Kuminga, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Poole in for Stephen Curry.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And they take the lead.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. MP with it. Now guarded by Bielitsa. Three-pointer. And no good. And Golden State will come the other way. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Now the Warriors with it. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Pass to Kuminga. Wiggins outside. And here's Poole. The three. Another three for Golden State.
And Wiggins' game continues to evolve. You saw that right there. Good eye movement, found the shooter.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on. And we've seen the development of Andrew Wiggins in Golden State. He says it's been a great environment to learn.
The best on our team love to teach. The good play, they're always telling us why we did it, why you should do this, why you should do that. So.
Grant Wiggins seems to be taking that next step.
Yes, he is. I mean, the former #1 overall pick. With a fresh start, some of that pressure is off. Doesn't have to be a star. His best is good enough.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Otto Porter. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Kuminga in at the 4-man position. Sinks it from distance.
Just a nice touch from the perimeter. I like whenever MP looks to fire from distance.
The Warriors leading. Here's Kuminga. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Pass to Poole. Here's Wiggins from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. On the wing, MP, guarded by Poole. Poole against MP. Five to shoot. Fires from deep. Oklahoma City gets it back. Puts up a three. And that one's good. Giddy. It's a tie ball game.
That's a good look from Bazley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
The Warriors have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second.
This team had a huge belief in Darius Bazley and the potential that he had.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Warriors are trying to get back to the top of the Western Conference. Stephen Curry said, quote, "It's tough. Guys want to outperform and exceed expectations. Nobody is content just being middle of the road. It's a challenge we all need to take head on."
Now they're trying to bring it all. And so it's the Golden State finishing. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. One of the stories. Thunder making a change here. MP's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Bjelica's checked in. MP against Curry. MP outside. Takes a three. Here's Favors. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
A qualified interior scorer. Favors uses size and skill to beat his man.
MP is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Isaiah Roby. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's Favors in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Curry passes to Wiseman. 5 on the clock. No luck on that one.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Curry with it. Now guarded by MP. Pass to Bielitsa. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Wiseman against Favors. Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 9.